Hello everyone. In the previous video we had seen how to set up a Google Classroom, how to change theme, add people to the classroom and create and assign assignments to your students. But now moving ahead with today's video, I would like to mention some more basic features about Google Classroom. That this classroom, that is Google Classroom, is available with both desktop as well as mobile version. You can use it with any of the versions, and the mobile app is available for iOS and Android. And whenever we create a new classroom, it automatically creates a separate folder in the respective user's Google Drive. So this is my Google Drive. So if I click on this Google Drive, I will see that this is the folder called Classroom. This Classroom folder has automatically generated to my Google Drive, and all the materials or assignments whichever is posted in the Classroom are automatically stored in this Classroom folder in my Google Drive. Again, whenever we create an assignment with a due date, just for example, this was my previous assignment with this due date. So this is automatically added to the Google Calendar of the respective user, and this in turn reminds the students of their upcoming submissions. With Google Classroom, the process of evaluation becomes systematic and organized, which involves both performance as well as feedback. Now, to see how evaluation can be carried out with the help of Google Classroom, let me go back to the Classroom tab and let me create an assignment. Say I type the same assignment, critically describe the role of OER in the teaching learning process, and again I can add some instructions if I wish to. Then I need to give the points to be assigned to this assignment. Say it's 20 marks. I can add a due date and a due time. Say it's 30th of July, time 11:59 p.m. I can again add this assignment under a particular topic, and there comes this special field which is available with Google Classroom, that is the rubric. With rubrics, it is very easy to create formative assessment for the students. Before the student submits his assignment, he will have the rubrics in front of him, and thus he will know that these are the aspects on which I will be judged. Accordingly, he can submit his assignment considering all the parameters. Now let us see how this rubrics works for making the evaluation an effective one. For that, click on the rubrics. Here you will see three options. The first one is to create rubric, the second one is to reuse rubric, and the third one is to import from sheets. The create rubric option is that whenever you want to create a new rubric, that is new parameters for an assignment, you can choose this option. And if you have already used a rubric in your previous assignment and you want to use the same rubrics for this assignment as well, you can use this option. And if you have or your evaluating parameters stored or saved in any sheet, that is Google Sheet, you can import it from there. So for now, let me click on create rubric to create a new rubric for this assignment. Here you will basically have two main fields, that is one is the criterion field and the other one is the level field. The criterion field is where you actually mention the criteria under which the student will be judged, and the level field is for assigning the level for that particular criterion. Let me add my first criterion. Say this is for content input. So this is my first criterion, that is content input, and I can also add some content criterion description over here, but for now I will leave it blank, and then I'll move on to this level field, and where I can assign some points. So let's say I'll assign 10 points. I'll give 10 points for this level, and the level title will be say excellent, excellent. I can add some descriptions when I can give excellent or 10 points for this level. Say when the content is up to date and it covers and it covers all the recent advancements. So say this is my level, this is my description for this particular level, excellent level. Now I can add another level to this criterion. So for that I'll have to click on this plus button on the right hand side to add another level. So let's say I give 5 points for this level, and the level title will be average, and the description will be, say, the content is up to date but does not, say, does not include recent advancements. So my second level has been added. I can add another level. Of course you can add as many levels as you can. So you can add a level after excellent as a very good, then you can add good, then you can add a level called above average, then below average, then like that. So it is as per your wish. Whatever level you want to create, you can create it by clicking on this plus button. So my third level will be for, say, 2 marks, and the level title will be, say, poor. The description is the content does not reflect the role of teaching learning process. So my third level has also been added against this criterion. So again, if I wish, I can add another criterion by clicking on this add a criterion button over here at the lower end of this page, and if I click on this, another criterion field will pop up where you can add another criterion of your choice. Say this is for content structure. Again I can add points, say I'll put 8 points for this level, and this level is for excellent again, and description will be, say, content is well structured, very well structured. And again I can add another level to this criterion. Say for that I give, say, 4 marks. The level title will be, say, again average. The description is content is moderately structured. Since the previous criterion was for content input, and the last level was for the content was not relevant to what was asked in the assignment, so there is no scope for adding another level to this point, to this criterion. So I'll move on, and if I wish to, I can add another criterion. So this time, say this is for content presentation. And I give 10 points again for excellent presentation. The description is say very well presented with relevant examples and say pictographics. Okay, I can add another level, say for 5 points. Again, the level is average. The description well presented but lacks pictographics and examples. So here also I'll limit up with these 2 levels only. So now I can again proceed with another criterion and another set of levels, but for now I'll sum it up here only, and I'll click on this save button on the top right hand corner of the page.